Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jets Show, and today we're going to be continuing the series of breaking down every single position on the Jets roster. Today we're talking about the wide receiver room, so without any hesitation, let's get it started. So over the past two off seasons, the New York Jets have been adding a lot of talent to our wide receiver room. At pick 10 in this year's draft, we took Garrett out of Ohio State, who many people say is the best receiver in this year's draft and is going to be making an immediate impact no matter where he lands. So it's good to see that the New York Jets have got a receiver that many people have just been raving about. I mean, this guy is just a complete all-around wide receiver. He has great speed, great route running ability, is a threat in the red zone, and the way this guy jumps up and catches balls, you would think he's 6'4". So it's good to see that the New York Jets have just got an absolute stud and playmaker as our X-Factor receiver. Garrett Wilson's going to be Zach Wilson's Jamar Chase. But the New York Jets also have two borderline wide receiver ones on our roster as well, and Elijah Moore and Corey Davis. Now, Corey Davis being used as our wide receiver 2/3 is going to benefit him a lot more because in 2020 with the Tennessee Titans, as a wide receiver 2, he almost had 1,000 yards receiving. So to see Corey Davis put back in that role is just going to do a lot more better things for our offense. And then we have Elijah Moore, who almost had 1,000 yards last season. Well, not almost. He was on pace to have 1,000 yards. Didn't play in the final 5 games of his rookie year, but if he did, dangerous things were going to happen. So we have a pretty good top 3 receivers, makes a case to be top 5 in the NFL, but our depth at receivers also pretty strong too. We have a guy in Braxton Barrios who stepped up big time when our starters got hurt last year, and he also has fantastic chemistry with our QB. He's also an all-pro return man as well, so that's pretty cool. And then we have Denzel Mims, who didn't have a good sophomore season. Had a promising rookie year, but is looking like he's back in that rookie season form. We've just been hearing nothing but great things about Denzel Mims this offseason. Reporters who don't even report for the New York Jets have been hearing great things about this guy, so it feels like we're going to be seeing a pretty solid Denzel Mims in year 3. So the New York Jets have 2 solid backup receivers who can come in and keep this offense smooth and running if a player were to get hurt. So it's glad to see that the New York Jets have that. But we have 2 extra receiver spots, and who are going to fill those? I feel like the first guy is definitely going to be Jeff Smith. We really like him on special teams. Doesn't really do much as a receiver, but he's good on special teams, so he's going to be making the roster, most likely. But then we have another spot that could be filled by 5 different receivers. So who is it going to be? We have the 2 rookie minicamp studs, Irvin Charles and Calvin Jackson, who we actually signed today as I'm recording this, May 9th, 2022. Calvin Jackson, smaller receiver, would like to see the New York Jets add a bigger body as our wide receiver 7, but it's wide receiver 7 and you add the best guy available, and that might be Calvin Jackson. But we have the big body guy in Irvin Charles. He's 6'4", once played for Penn State but had to transfer to IUP due to off-field issues. Balled out at IPU, had 12 touchdowns his final season there, and has just been making plays after plays at rookie mini camp. But then we also have Rodney Adams, who we signed to a future/reserve contract this off season. He has 4.4 speed and is a tall slot receiver, but really hasn't done anything in the NFL up to this point, so I don't really know how he's going to do with the Jets in training camp. We have Tariq Black, who had 1 really good catch against the Buffalo Bills in the season finale for 10 yards. He's 6'3". Maybe he does something in training camp too. And then we have Keyshawn Abraham, who was one of my favorite undrafted free agents this year. I mean, he has a really high athletic score, 9.2. But his big problem is injuries, and didn't really do too good in the 1 season he produced. But I just had this hunch about him, and I feel like he has a chance to make it as a wide receiver 7. But based off of what's been happening so far, I feel like that receiver is going to be Calvin Jackson, just because there's been a lot of buzz around him so far, and he just wants that spot really bad. He got invited as a tryout, so he has the chip on his shoulder, but that's just my opinion. And that was a breakdown of the New York Jets wide receiver room ahead of the 2022 season. Are you confident in this room? Do you think this will help Zach Wilson have 4,000 yards? Let me know down below. We'll be dropping the tight end breakdown very soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe and like button if you're ready for that. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at @Jude_Jets for more content. You can check me out on Let's Talk Sports. for more content as well, writing some Jets articles for them, appearing on some of their Jets podcasts. So if you guys are interested in that, check out their Facebook group, link down below. I also have merch, so if you guys are interested in buying, link is down below. And that's all I got for you guys today. I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.